Is your electric vehicle really turning into a pumpkin when the temperature drops? We all love cruising around in our silent, emissions-free rides, but what happens when winter rolls in? Does cold weather zap your EV's power and leave you stranded on the side of the road? We're about to dive into the science behind why EVs can be affected by chilly weather and what you can do to keep your electric beast roaring, even in the coldest conditions. Electric vehicles are fantastic for the environment and offer a smooth ride, but winter throws a curveball. The chilly culprit behind this is the battery's dependence on temperature. Cold weather slows these reactions down, making the battery less efficient. This translates to a shorter driving range. Think 20% less juice or more when the mercury dips below freezing. On top of that, staying warm becomes a battle for the battery. Electric heaters are great for toasty toes, but they gobble up battery power needed for driving. Cold temperatures can also slow down charging. Chemical reactions within the battery become sluggish, increasing charging times. Additionally, extreme cold can put extra strain on the battery, potentially leading to premature degradation over time. Regenerative braking, a feature that captures energy during braking and puts it back into the battery, gets less effective too. So while EVs aren't inherently bad in the cold, they do require some winter warrior tactics to maximize their potential. But fear not, there are ways to combat the chill and keep your EV happy. The magic behind an EV lies in its lithium-ion battery. But just like us, batteries have their preferred temperature range. Cold weather throws a wrench into the battery's ability to perform at its best. These ions are key players in the chemical reactions that generate power. When it gets cold outside, it's like the temperature drops on the track, causing these tiny athletes to slow down, similar to how honey thickens in the fridge. The slowdown in chemical reactions has a direct impact on the battery's efficiency. It's like trying to run a marathon in winter clothes. It takes more effort for the battery to produce the same amount of power. Cold temperatures make it harder for the ions to move freely within the battery, hindering their ability to participate in the reactions that generate electricity. This translates to a shorter driving range on a single charge. Studies suggest a potential decrease of 20% or more when temperatures dip below freezing. The extra effort the battery expels in cold weather comes at a cost: reduced driving range. It is important to note that this is a temporary effect. Once the battery warms up, it regains its usual efficiency. However, winter driving often requires the battery to work harder for longer periods. For instance, heating the car interior puts additional strain on the battery, further reducing the noticeable driving range. On a freezing day, do you prioritize a toasty haven or to maximize your driving distance? This can significantly reduce your driving range, especially on shorter trips. However, there are ways to tip the scales in both favor of comfort and range. Preconditioning, a feature available in many EVs, allows you to heat the cabin using external power while the car is still plugged in. This way you avoid draining the battery to warm up the car when you're ready to drive. It's like preheating your oven before putting in a dish. The temperature's already where you want it to be, so it takes less energy to maintain it. Additionally, utilizing heated seats and steering wheels is more efficient for energy than relying solely on cabin air heating. These features target specific areas of your body, providing warmth directly where you feel it most, without having to heat the entire car. Winter driving in an EV requires some strategic planning. By employing smart techniques, you can find the sweet spot between staying warm and maximizing your driving range. So bundle up a bit with extra layers, utilize preconditioning when possible, and enjoy a comfortable and efficient winter ride in your EV. While the battery takes the brunt of the cold weather hit, there are other challenges EVs face in winter. Cold temperatures can act like molasses on your charging times. Chemical reactions within the battery become sluggish, making it take longer to reach a full charge. Extreme cold can put extra stress on the battery, potentially leading to faster degradation over time. Think of it like an athlete pushing themselves too hard in harsh conditions. It can take a toll on their performance. This nifty feature, which captures energy during braking and puts it back into the battery, becomes less effective in cold weather. Slippery roads can mean less regenerative braking, reducing the potential for extra range. Imagine trying to capture energy on a frictionless surface. It's not very efficient. Despite these challenges, there are ways to optimize your EV's performance in cold weather. Many EVs offer preconditioning features that allow you to heat the cabin using external power while the car is still plugged in, and this avoids draining the battery to warm the car up when you're ready to drive. Whenever possible, park your EV in a garage or other sheltered space. This helps maintain battery temperature and reduces the initial energy needed to warm up the car. Utilize heated seats and steering wheels, which are generally more energy efficient than relying solely on cabin air heating. Factor in the potential decrease in range during cold weather and adjust your trip planning accordingly. Consider charging more frequently on longer journeys. Regular battery maintenance, as recommended by your car's manufacturer, helps ensure optimal performance throughout the year. EVs are a growing force in the automotive landscape, but concerns about their performance in cold climates persist. While it's true that EVs face some challenges in winter, it is important to view them as hurdles to adapt to, not reasons for disqualification. The key lies in understanding that EV technology is constantly evolving. Battery research focuses on improving temperature tolerance, and features like preconditioning are becoming increasingly common. Places with frigid winters like Norway demonstrate that EVs can be practical with proper planning. Their high adoption rate proves that EVs can adapt to colder climates. Think of it like this: humans have adapted to various environments through clothing, shelter, and lifestyle adjustments. Similarly, EVs are on an adaptation journey too. Manufacturers are developing solutions to address cold weather limitations. Additionally, driver behavior can play a significant role. Simple strategies like preconditioning and optimizing cabin heating can significantly improve winter EV performance. The future of EVs in cold climates is bright. As battery technology advances and charging infrastructure expands, the impact of winter will likely become less of a concern. While some adjustments might be necessary, EVs are not inherently unfit for colder regions. With ongoing innovation and adaptation, EVs can become a viable and sustainable transportation option, even in winter wonderlands. While electric vehicles face unique challenges in cold weather, traditional gasoline-powered cars aren't completely free of winter woes. Cold temperatures can thicken engine oil, making it harder for the engine to crank and turn over. The engine takes longer to reach its optimal operating performance and temperature, which means it burns fuel a little bit less efficiently. Think of it like a cold athlete. They need more energy to warm up before performing at their peak. Cold weather can exacerbate existing engine problems that might go unnoticed during warmer months. Worn spark plugs or a failing battery can become more apparent when the temperature drops, making starting the car even more challenging. However, winter maintenance becomes even more crucial for gas-powered vehicles. Regular oil changes with winter-grade oil and ensuring a healthy battery can help mitigate these cold weather hiccups. If you primarily take short trips and have access to charging at home or work, then an EV might still be a great choice for you, even in winter. However, if you frequently make long journeys in extreme cold, a gas-powered car might be a better fit for your current lifestyle. As EV technology continues to develop and charging infrastructure expands, the impact of cold weather is likely to become less of a concern. The future of EVs looks bright, even in wintry conditions. And that's why EVs can experience some range reduction in cold weather. But hey, it's not all doom and gloom. Many newer EVs have thermal management systems to help with this, and there are ways to maximize your range in colder months, like preheating your car while plugged in. So if you're considering an EV, don't let the winter worries hold you back. Just be aware of how cold weather might affect things and plan accordingly. Leave a comment down below with any questions you have about EVs in the cold, and let me know what kind of winter EV tips you'd like to see in a future video. And if you found today's video helpful, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe for more electric vehicle breakdowns.